Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. Our topic is fallacy, type of fallacy, and this topic is belongs to critical thinking, logic and the critical thinking, and these are the debate of logical pattern, fallacy, and the type of fallacy. We are going to discuss what is fallacy and what other type of fallacies are there, or what are the use of it, and this topic is a sub part of a logic, and logic is one of the major branch of philosophy in which we distinguish sound and unsound argument. If we want to distinguish whether the statement and argument is correct or incorrect, so we use the tool which is called the logic. So we want to spot the bad argument, want to spot the bad argument, and how we can spot it, what are the techniques. So we use the logic, we use the logical pattern for it. And logic is that branch of philosophy that help you, that assists you to spot the bad argument, to evaluate the argument whether it is valid or invalid. So here in this class, we are going to discuss the fallacy, the type of fallacy, and what does it mean. We are going to discuss what does it mean. Okay, fallacy of what we are. First, we have to be discussed the what fallacy is. Fallacy, you can say that the error in argument, a bad argument, or there is some misconfusion about the argument and about the perception. So, if someone present an argument, and argument is said to be the invalid, and the reason behind of is that the false reasoning, which is called the pseudo reasoning, and an argument was unsound and usually appeal to the emotion and the pity, and that we don't want to be believed that these are the reason. So fallacy is a Latin word which means a failure. It means to deceive. We deceive the others by putting the wrong argument. So argument that lead to error, and there is a trick. There's that kind of trick that is manipulative and very deceitful. Most of the orator, most of the rhetoric, most of the writer use their fallacies to put their emotions and the pity uh, rather than the logical pattern and the rational reasoning. So fallacy means the defect of the argument. It makes the argument weaken. This is the bad argument, poor argument, the poor reasoning, the false reasoning, and many other ways, and many other types and forms of fallacies are there. Fallacies has divided into formal and informal fallacies. Informal fallacies are those which has that form of statement which lack some facts, some evidence, or some irrelevant to the conclusion. We first First we have to be making a valid argument, compare and comparison the conclusion with the premises. So if there is no evaluation or comparison of premises with the conclusion, so this is an invalid argument. So informal fallacies are types of relevancy. It must be relevant to each other. The argument should not be irrelevant. The second thing, the most important, presumption. Most of the time, the intent of the author and the speaker is presuppose something. They take some assumption regarding the any key concept. They have some imaginations. They have some belief. Presuppose some argument. And the third one is ambiguity. There is no clarity of the meaning, doubleness and the vagueness are there. So this this type of fallacy is said to be the fallacy of ambiguity, where the meanings are not clear, meanings are not certain what they are trying to say. There's a dual meaning, there's a meaning are there. And the fourthly, the defective induction. The defective means everyone know the insufficient evidence are there, insufficient facts are there, and induction is the providing the fact. Those method, those argument which is based on the chances on the base of the probabilities for the induction. So when we provide some result facts and any other statistical data, and these are not sufficient, they are not authentic, unreliable source. So that type of statement and that type of argument is said to be what the committing fallacy, and this committing fallacy is said to be what defective induction. So one by one we have to be click over it. So now in the first lecture, in that lecture, we have double click the topic, the fallacy of relevance. In the next half, we have to be uh, talk over the fallacy of further new one, which is the fallacy of defective induction, fallacy of ambiguity, and the other type of fallacies, which is fallacy of presumption. So we have to be double click over the fallacy of relevance. The fallacy of relevance, what they said and what are the types of it. So fallacy of relevance. So first we have to be decide that how we can be recognize and spot the fallacy. So how we can say that this statement and argument is committing fallacy when the premises and the conclusion doesn't match, and where the premises does not follow the conclusion, and where the providing evidence is not sufficient, and we have a doubt. They're using the emotion, they're using the pity stories are there. So these are the simple definition of fallacy of relevance. Now we have already talked about that the fallacy, the fault in argument due to irrelevance. The fallacy of relevance is what? Fault in argument due to irrelevant conclusion, where the conclusion doesn't match with the premises. It's creating an illusion picture. The bad argument. So first we have to be click over the first. We have to be further subdivide the fallacy of relevance. Hello, assalamu alaikum. Uh, so fallacy of relevance. Fallacy of relevance say that the your premises in the conclusion must definitely relate with the conclusion. The first thing is that appeal to tradition and authority. In that fallacy, in that type of fallacy, uh, the conclusion is supported with the premises on the basis of previous traditions and the previous authority. Irrational support of argument are there, like some sort of previous customs and the traditions appeal them. So they are just appealing to the old traditions and the custom. Uh, and the second one is appeal to bandwagon. So you can say that the bandwagon is also known as the popular argument. Those argument which is popular in the society, everybody is saying that, everybody is doing that, and everybody want to wear that type of shirt and that part. So when we following the others, when we taking the numbers majority to say that, to support your argument. So that type of argument is called the bandwagon. When the TVCs and the others show that we are the number one and we are showing the greatest number, and the polling say that 90% people using that tube Colgate there. So these are the bandwagon. These are the example of bandwagon. Because most of the people do is that, most of the people say that, everybody is saying that, the most social trend saying that. So so the so this this doesn't make sense that it will be true when everybody is saying that, everybody is saying that. So it doesn't mean to be when that there is a lot of numbers are there, so their false argument become a truth one. The next one is appeal to emotion and the pity. Is one is the irrational, and mostly in our TVCs and commercials, we have so much speculation and manipulation by triggering the emotion, or on many cases we use the pity stories to put the argument. This type of fallacy is appeal to emotion and appeal to pity story, using the sympathy to win your argument. So manipulating other point of view by feeling the other and the pity story. For example, if you don't give me an A, I will lose my GPA, so you should give me a good grades. So here is an example: appeal to fear and the flattery. This one is also the irrelevance, because they are using the caution, they are using the forceful and threatened situation to justify their position, to claim. And flattery and the fear, they both are the opposite things, but here is the appeal to flattery and appeal to fear. If you don't support my plan, the enemy will be crushing. It is a threatened situation. It makes a fearful situation. You have to be understand and accept my argument, and my argument is very clear. So that doesn't never make your argument valid and sound. If you're using the flattery, if someone as smart as you can surely see the merits of my argument. So I'm so smart and you're so smart, so your words are also smart. So these are the flattery words that it doesn't make sense that if you're so smart and look handsome, so it means your argument is so sound and handsome one. Not necessary. So it is irrelevant. It is an irrelevant justification. That's why it is fall in the fallacy of relevancy, because it's completely irrelevant. The fear and the flattery are using to justify their position. And another one is appeal to personal attack, which is also known as ad hominem. Ad hominem is a Greek Latin word. A target on personality, on a character, rather than not focus on a issue. You will leave the argument, but you will put the comment on a personal character, on their personality, and put the argument on a personal ground. So if you want to win and justify your argument, so give argument against the argument, not argument against the person. If you do the argument against the person, so this is ad hominem. This is called the appeal to personal attack. So this is called also the defaming the other, give so much reaction to make some argument inferior than the superior, or make it level using the propaganda. Okay, the next one is poisoning the well. It means what? It means when you suppose that when you argue try to ensure that any argument drawn from the opponent will definitely be treated as the wrong and unsound because he's my enemy, he's my opponent, he's a rival. So every argument from my opponent's side, it will be considered to be a unsound argument. So you using poison the well, you fill the well with your poison and always presume that the that this argument is always remain unsound and not be a valid one. So is again irrelevant. And the next, the most important is red herring. And what is red herring? Herring is kind of fish, or herring is a kind of fish in which we distract the other and toward the irrelevant topic. Mostly the journalists and the media person using the technique in the journalism, they will divert the topic. And mostly, normally when you don't want to ask the relevant question, so you will be irrelevant, give the irrelevant discussion and divert the topic and divert from the main issues. Cut off the rational discourse and the prejudice. The red herring means the load of work. I have a load of work when the greenhouse effect destroy the whole world. So greenhouse effect and the load of work, what is the connection between them? There is no such link up of that topic with the main topic in argument. I have a lot of work when the green effect destroy the whole world. So there is no connection of these two words. So red herring, when you divert the main topic, when we asking about the why you improve your performance, and you will say there is a warful situation in the world. So that's why you are have a less performance. So you relate wrongly. The red herring is distraction from the main topic, from the main idea. All right. Okay. Now we will give you some more example of fallacy of relevance. Like I have some example like tradition, tradition and authority. When you relate the things, okay, when you relate the things with the नॉर्म्स एंड कल्चर के, ये हमारी परंपरा है और ये हमेशा से चलता चला आ रहा है और हम इसको फॉलो करेंगे. ट्रेडिशन के प्रैक्टिस इज गुड यूजुअली happen. So every time when I do practice, so it means I will get the good marks. It isn't quite irrelevant or popular argument. Everybody believe it, so you should be believe on this topic. So everybody is doing the cheating, so I have to do also. So you will give me permission because everybody is doing. Everybody is wearing that class, so I will also wear that. So this one example of bandwagon and popular argument and appeal to emotion. This one is an example. Okay, if you don't give me, I will lose my GPA. If you don't give me a GPA, good GPA, so I will never get a good job. So this one is an emotional attack or a personal attack. When you label someone as you are fundamentalist, you are liberal, you are conservative, you are socialist. When you put the label on the other and try to make weaken the argument of other, this is quite irrelevant because this is a personal attack. Whenever you give an argument, so argument should be against an argument. And red herring, why goes cheese smoke screen, and it is quite irrelevant. And the person want to change the topic and divert from the main issue. Okay? Everyone in the campus wearing the jacket, so I should be also wearing. This is an example of bandwagon. And all people like to eat in olive oil. So olive oil is a very good and the best one. So 90% people using the Colgate, so you should use too. So this one is the example of bandwagon. And where is your result? Where is the assignment? And you are talking about the previous match. So you will match. You will divert the attention from the main topic. So this is the red herring. Last night I left my window open, so that's why I have a cold. It's quite irrelevant. It is quite irrelevant. There is nothing to use with uh, the main topic. So, uh, what the author say about this? What the author say about this? Yes, Irving Kopi, Introduction to Logic. What he said about it. You can see it from the textbook and what the author says and how they define it. You will read it here. Fallacy of relevance. Yes, here it is. Fallacy of relevance are the most numerous and the most frequently encountered. The premises of argument are simply not relevant to the conclusion. So you will make a note that your premises is not relevant to the conclusion. And what are the further subdivision of relevancy? R1, the appeal to populace means the appeal to population, which is called the bandwagon. The most of the people say appeal to emotion and the pity, which means the use of sympathy to put your argument, try to win the argument on the basis of emotion. Red herring, R3 is a red herring. Red herring means what? Distraction, divert from the main issue. And this one is a straw man. And straw man is adept. And what does it mean? Straw man means when yes, straw means when you distract and want to take the attention, when you want to divert the attention. The red herring in the straw man's means the attention, diverting the attention of from the main topic. Attack on the person is a personal attack rather than an argument. Appeal to force and threat is including the appeal to emotion and missing the point. Last point is a example दिया हमने मैंने आपको कि I left my window open, so that's why I have a cold. So not necessary कि this was the cause. So this one is said to be the missing point, irrelevant conclusion there. So we have to be double click over it. What fallacy of relevance say from the textbook? Right, R1. Here is an example from the R1. You will go for the detailed reading from the book Arvind Kopi, and the name of the chapter is fallacy, the type of fallacy, and article is fallacy of relevance. Okay, and the first one, fallacy of relevance. The most common is appeal to emotion. Appeal to emotion in Latin word is called misericordium, which means appeal to pity and appeal to emotion. All are there. On the left side, you will see the summary. Rely on generosity, altruism. You use the emotions and try to blackmail the other by putting the emotions on. There is a red herring. Red herring means what? On the right hand side, you will see uh, red herring deliberately यानी जानते बूझते deflecting away from issue under discussion. तो आप जो है वो किसी भी discussion को point of view को narrow down कर दें, उसको inferior कर दें और कि नहीं 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 this is not the thing like that और उसको आपने emphasize कर दिया, आपने उसको as a joke consider कर लिया, उसको अहमियत नहीं दी, वैल्यू नहीं दी. और स्ट्रॉमैन अभी हमने आपको देखा स्ट्रॉमैन के बारे में हम बात कर रहे हैं स्ट्रॉमैन में आप क्या करते हैं जो अपोनेंट पोजीशन है यू विल कंसीडर दैट यू आर्ग्यू अगेंस्ट सम व्यू बाय प्रेजेंटिंग एन अपोनेंट पोजीशन such an argument commit the fallacy of strawman. So strawman argument is what? which is rely on the that fact that it is always wrong, or you will be justified on the basis of that this one is from the opinion of the my rival. अब यहाँ इन्होंने एग्जांपल बिग ब्रदर की दी हुई है या बिग बॉस जैसे, तो उसमें भी ऐसे ही होता है कि वो पोजीशंस जो हैं वो सपोज कर लेते हैं, तो अपोनेंट position is depicted as being more extreme or unreasonable. Okay, the next one, argument against the person, it means personal attack. It is also said to be an abusive one. Argument against the person, a fallacy in which the argument rely upon an attack against the personality, the personal position, and you will put your argument by saying that this one is that this and this one is that. And the next one is argument ad hominem, which means circumstantial. You will reject something on the basis of some circumstances ke ye this one is belongs to that party, this one is belongs to that person, so you are another, you are not a part of this, so आप कैसे समझ सकते हैं, ठीक है. Okay, poisoning the well, very abusive, in which continued rational exchange is undermined by attacking the good faith or intellectual honesty of a opponent, right? When you have a doubt and when you never trust over the a person, so you fill the poison and you will appeal to force. When you forcefully try to pull and stick to the point, and you will be called might is right. You will using the principle might is right. You use your power and say that you have to be make my argument acceptable to everyone because I'm very strengthful. So this one is appeal to force. Forcefully prove your argument, missing the point, which is the ignorato elentia, which means you will miss some point and the facts are not sufficient. You will disconnect the between the premises and the conclusion. A fallacy in which the premises support a different conclusion from the one that is proposed, and it is completely also known as irrelevant conclusion. Missing the point is also known as irrelevant conclusion. Irrelevant conclusion, any fallacy of relevancy, also known as the irrelevant conclusion, disproof or refutation of things. So disproof or refutation on the basis of what? On the basis of irrelevant conclusion, where all the premises are not supported with the conclusion. So this is all about the fallacy of relevance. In the next lecture, inshallah, we will be talking about the next fallacy. Uh, Hope you will be understand well. Thank you so much.